Okay, so I just ordered the new Garmin 540 solar-powered computer. If y'all have been watching this channel for any amount of time at all, you know I've been cycling for a while, about 2 decades or so, maybe longer. And for a while now, I've been using this Garmin 820 cycling computer. It's awesome. It's been super reliable. Other than the touchscreen and stuff, I'm not even going to talk about that, but I like it. So I've ordered the Garmin 540 Solar. It's going to be here in about an hour. So let's grab this thing, check it out, and man, let's just see how good it really is. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, just got a text alert. It's in the mailbox. Let's go grab it. Skis, it's here, man. I'm super excited about this. Let's open this thing up and check it out. All right, y'all, before we dig into this and open this bad boy up, I have to do that stupid thing where I ask you to please subscribe to my channel. We're growing. We're at like 839 subs last check, and I need 1,000 to monetize this channel, and that would be super cool. So I'd really like to be able to buy a rear-facing camera for my bike. And anyway, if I get 1,000 subs, YouTube will monetize me, whatever that means. Anyway, please do that. Go to the homepage, hit that subscribe button or whatever, share with your friends and family, all the stuff you got to do. All right, done with that stupid shameless plug. Let's open this bad boy and check it out. Okay, y'all, let's open this thing up and check it out. Ooh, went a little deep on that cut there. All right, don't mind my coffee over here. Okay. Oh, baby. Check this thing out, y'all. Look at this. Edge 540 solar performance GPS cycling computer. I am excited. All right, let's open this up. Oh, man. Okay, first thoughts right out of the box. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. But honestly, that's a really good thing. I kind of wanted something bigger. Okay, here's my old Garmin 820, and then there's the 540. So man, that looks, look at that. Man, that's pretty awesome. I like it. Right out of the box, that's good stuff. Okay, let's see what it comes with. Let's open this thing up. Whoa, okay, it comes with a mount? None of my other Garmin things have ever come with a mount. That's really cool, and I didn't order this extra. Awesome, Garmin. Quick start manual, who needs that? I don't know, warnings, I don't care about warnings. Okay, a mount, charging cord, awesome. Bar, I'm assuming these are things you put on your bars in case it doesn't fit. A tether, a tool, awesome. Tether, those are kind of dorky, so I'll use those, but anyway, that's a nice touch Garmin. And gosh, what is all this stuff? I don't even know what this is. Okay, I think these are a bunch of like adapters and stuff for different types of bars in case you don't want to mount it directly to your bar. Super cool. All right, here's what comes in the box. Pretty awesome. Garmin right out of the box. I really like this thing. First impressions, get all this stuff out of the way here, off camera. Okay. Man, guys, it looks really good. You've still got your buttons here on the side, okay? On the front, you've got your start, your pause, and your lap button. This is your USB-C charging port there. And then, yeah, and then here's your mount for the back. So overall, like even the texture looks really nice. Super cool. 2 more buttons here on the side. And yeah, overall, really impressed, guys. Let's move on and talk about some of the functionality of this thing. Y'all know me, I'm drinking coffee. Okay, guys, let's briefly talk about some of the pricing here. There are 2 models that just came out. You're talking about the 540 here, which is what I got, and then they also came out with the 840. These are basically the exact same computer to an extent. They're the exact same size. They look exactly the same. Pricing's a little bit different. So this one right here you're looking at is the Solar, the Garmin Edge 540 Solar. I paid $449.99 for that. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, the base model for this thing is going to be $349.99. That's for the 540. That is no touchscreen, no solar. Okay. Now, let's say you start to upgrade things, right? If you want a touchscreen and no solar, that's $449. So $100 extra bucks for a touchscreen. Smart on Garmin's part, honestly. No touchscreen, but you want solar, $449.99. That's what this is here, right? If you want a touchscreen and solar, you're looking at $549.99. Little pricey, okay? Let's briefly talk about the elephant in the room on this. Why spend an extra $200 for a touchscreen and solar? Guys, that's kind of up to you and depending on what you do. You can get up to 60 hours in battery saver mode with the solar. It's basically an extra 25 minutes per hour from the solar during daytime riding, right? The touchscreen, an extra $100. I personally don't like touchscreens on computers. Guys, that's a personal thing, okay? If you like a touchscreen, hey, by all means, spend the extra $100, get the touchscreen, okay? I don't like it because I've had like sweat fall on it and mess up the screen and change things. And man, when I'm racing or in the moment, I don't want that happening. Okay, so there's your pricing options. Overall, $349 for the baseline, extra $100 for solar, extra $100 for the touchscreen if you want it. Basically, the touchscreen is the 840, no touchscreen is the 540. They look exactly the same. All right, guys, let's move on to some new updates Garmin put out.
All right, guys and gals, some of the new features we should talk about. These are like some big updates for them. I've talked about it already. The battery life extension is huge. Big update for them. They've also improved the GPS quite a bit. I did the side-by-side comparison with my old 820 and the new 540, and I found the GPS to be more accurate. Now, how did I scientifically do that? Because I know y'all come to my channel for scientific reviews. Not true at all. Y'all should go watch a lot of other channels for that stuff. I'm just a dad racing as a Cat 3 with 2 kids, a wife, and a full-time job. So this is one of those honest reviews. I rode circles around my neighborhood. I have like a little crit course for a corner. I wanted to see how accurate it was picking up, you know, the data there, and it did awesome. Like there was no cutting of corners at all, which I normally see. Stamina insights while you ride is another update and a new feature. That is like a live feed of what you're doing currently and like if you should adapt your training depending on how your body is reacting. Normally it's going to be your heart rate and your power, most likely is how it's going to gauge that stuff. Also, Garmin is now doing a suggested workout feature. Again, yeah, that's just something that if you are not into, you don't listen to your body or like have your own training plan, this could be really a cool feature for you guys that may be new into cycling and you're looking for training feedback. Ride-specific maps and navigation, another new update. The maps here are awesome. The base map is awesome. Everything is awesome about the maps. The turn-by-turn navigation is good. The updated maps, no computer knows where you live well enough to be able to tell you where to ride. I know if I'm gonna go do FTP efforts or 5x5s, I'm gonna go down to the service road of my local highway, the not highly traveled part, and do my intervals there because it's relatively straight. There's no stop signs or lights or anything, and I know that's a good place to do intervals. I know if I'm looking for hills where I wanna go and all that good stuff. Again, I think Garmin is like reaching a little bit for some of these features. Like, I don't know anybody that's gonna use that stuff. Garmin, I know you're watching this, so listen to me and send me free stuff, please. All right, moving on to the next part of this, guys.
Looking at the 540, guys, I have been using this thing for right at about a week. Okay. I want to talk about briefly some of the really cool features with this thing. Garmin has come out with something called adaptive coaching. All right. You actually get insights while riding, which I honestly found super cool and useful. The caveat here is how serious are you? If you're a serious bike racer, you'll most likely kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm that serious, but I listen to my body and really my experience over what a computer tells me to do. Okay. Now, if if you're newish to training seriously, right, this could be a cool tool. If you're just trying to look to gain fitness and you're not super confident in your training, this is a really cool thing. Garmin also came out with the Climb Pro Ascent Planner. This lets you see like live time remaining ascent and grade while you're actively climbing. Now, I tried this on some North Texas climbs, which honestly are pretty short, and I didn't find it super useful. Now, maybe on longer sustained climbs, this could be useful for you folks in Colorado, California, anywhere that's got to climb over a few hundred feet. This would be cool. Even Arkansas, like, you know, I've done some 1,000-foot climbs there. 2,000-foot climbs, 3,000. Anyway, moving on. The new Power Guide. Okay, this is supposed to help you manage efforts and recommends power targets. Now, I found this super cool. And again, honestly, like something I may not use a ton. But if you're newer to the sport and you're not really good at listening to your body yet, this is a really cool feature. So A+ to Garmin on that. Also, cycling dynamics. Now, this is another cool new feature. It basically gives cycling metrics and insights on performance from different conditions while you're riding again. Again, I personally probably won't use this a ton, but I will probably keep an eye on this over time, just kind of see how the computer is adapting to me. Lastly, there's nothing new with navigation on this bad boy, but man, the navigation is super awesome. The base maps are awesome, and yeah, the navigation is on point. A+ to Garmin on that. So guys, next I briefly want to talk about some mountain bike stuff they incorporated into this.
Okay, so my mountain bikers out there. This thing is actually great for mountain bikers as well. Now, while I don't necessarily seriously mountain bike, I do consider myself like an amateur pro, Cat 1.5 or so. There are some mountain biker specific settings. Okay, one of these is mountain bike dynamics is what Garmin calls it. This tracks things like jump count, super important, jump distance, and hang time. All right. I don't know. It seems a little over the top. I don't know if you seriously use hang time and you track that data, let me know, because that's a whole different level. Okay. Now, I found it cool, and I did actually test it. But and again, this doesn't add to like my training or anything like that. Okay. And when I did test it, it actually seemed accurate, believe it or not. I didn't expect it to be accurate, but it was. So another cool thing by Garmin, it also has something called grit and flow. Now, this rates the difficulty of a trail, and flow measures how smoothly you ride it. Okay, I checked this data out and the results, but again, it didn't really do much for me. I know how difficult my local trails are, and like the Garmin telling me that like Irwin Park flows well, I know that. Okay, so anyway, mountain bikers, cool stuff. You'll enjoy that. If you want to incorporate that somehow into your training, I should probably edit that out, but I won't. Yeah, go for it. I think that's cool stuff. All right. So one of the updates that is relatively important to a lot of cyclists, anybody that rides any kind of distance, is battery life. Now, again, I went with the solar model. That was just because I wanted to test that out. Honestly, it doesn't really have like any bearing to what I do. I don't need this solar setting, honestly. Now, I am getting into some bike packing stuff, and maybe when I do that, that will be super helpful. But without the solar setting, I mean, this gives you well over 24 hours. I did a run test, and just straight, it gave me over 24 hours with no additional settings. I keep looking at my microphone, not you guys, in the box. So that's super cool. Now, they say with the solar setting and the energy saver mode, you can get up to 60 hours. That is super awesome. And then honestly, you could plug it into a power pack if you wanted to at some point and get even more power out of it. So briefly, just kind of talking about the battery. So far, so good with the battery. And I'm really impressed with the extension of battery life in still a really small and compact device. If I'm being super honest, I have tried to keep this video really short and to the point. I don't want to drag this on. I'm a normal dude using normal stuff. I paid for this. This is not a sponsored review, and so this means a lot to me. Now, I want to close this out sharing my final thoughts with you guys. If you skip the rest of the video, you've come to this, take this away. Like I said, I used to use my old 820 versus now this new 540. The price at $349 is not too bad. it's high to me, but the amount of features and stuff you're getting with this is really good for the price. And I just absolutely love the way this thing looks. Y'all can go back to the beginning of the video and see what that looks like on my bike. Actually, I'm gonna plug it in right here in this part of the video. Okay, I think it looks awesome on my bike, right? So price is good. The design and the looks of it are just clean. I love that, okay? The accuracy of this thing, when I buy a cycling computer, I want the data to be accurate, and I want it to give immediate up-to-date data. This does that. Heart rate, power, GPS, all of that is on point. The battery life, while it's not a huge thing to me, in the future it may be, because like I said earlier, I'm going to get into some bike packing, and I think that this could be a really useful feature when it comes down to that. I was starting to have battery issues with my old 820, the new 540, not having battery issues. This thing lasts quite a while. Another thing Garmin did really cool is they threw in a bunch of accessories in the box. Okay, it comes with a mount. It comes with multiple mounts actually, which is a big update. My old 820 did not come with mounts. So what can I say to Garmin on this? Guys, you really did well on this. This thing looks awesome. I love the options with this. With the 540, you have the options of a touchscreen. You have the options of solar power. And then you have the option of not doing either one. A plus to Garmin for giving the buyer the option to pay $349 versus $549. That's a $200 difference, and to some of us average folks, that really does make a difference. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it was quick and dirty, but some of us, that's what we need, because we got to get back to work. Anyway, if you liked the video, please subscribe for other stuff. I will update this in the future and talk about any pros and cons that come out of it, but so far I've been using it for a week. No pros and cons yet. Actually, there's more pros than there are cons, because there are no cons yet. Please subscribe to the channel. New stuff is coming, and I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully we're gonna have t-shirts coming soon. Guys, I'm gonna get out there and ride. I'll see y'all later.